Hey there! Welcome! I want to take you on a journey to a place that feels like it's been pulled from the pages of a fairy tale, a place where every cobblestone, every mountain peak, and every shared meal tells a story. We're going to Romania, a country that's so much more than the vampire legends you've heard about. It's a land woven with threads of ancient history, vibrant culture, and breathtaking natural beauty. We're going to step into a world where time seems to slow down, where traditions are cherished, and where the hospitality of the people is as warm and inviting as a freshly baked loaf of bread. It's a place that gets under your skin in the best possible way. This isn't just about ticking off a list of places to see. Oh no, we're going deeper than that. We're going to explore everything from the misty, dramatic castles of Transylvania to the sun-drenched beaches of the Black Sea. We'll get lost in the winding, colorful streets of medieval towns, hike through the majestic Carpathian mountains, and of course, we're going to eat. We'll dive headfirst into the rich, hearty flavors of Romanian cuisine, discovering the stories behind every dish. This is a journey for the curious, for the adventurous souls who want to connect with a place and its people on a real, meaningful level. So grab a seat, maybe a cup of coffee, and let's begin. I believe that to truly understand a place, you have to taste it, you have to walk its paths, and you have to listen to its stories. And Romania has so many stories to tell. It's a country of contrasts, where you can find grand, imposing palaces just a stone's throw from humble, rustic guest houses where life moves at a different pace. It's a destination that invites you to be more than just a tourist. It asks you to be a traveler, to be an explorer. It's for those of you who seek experiences that resonate long after you've returned home, memories that are as vivid and colorful as the painted monasteries we'll discover together. So, if you're ready for an adventure that will awaken your senses and fill your spirit, you've come to the right place. We're setting out to uncover the heart and soul of Romania, from its bustling city centers to its most remote, untouched corners. We'll cover where to go, what to do, and most importantly, how to experience this incredible country in a way that feels authentic and personal. This is your guide to a land of myth, beauty, and unforgettable moments. This is Romania, a country that's waiting to share its secrets with you. Let's go. Let's explore Transylvania, a land of Gothic spires and medieval castles. Bran Castle, perched on a cliff, is at the heart of the Dracula legend. Beyond the myth, it's been a royal residence and a silent witness to Romanian history. Visit in late spring or early autumn to avoid crowds. Go early to explore winding staircases before the tour buses arrive. Take your time to appreciate the details in Queen Marie's collection. Explore the area around Bran, including the bustling market. Corvin Castle is a breathtaking Gothic Renaissance masterpiece. With soaring towers and a massive drawbridge, it exudes architectural grandeur. Vlad the Impaler was held captive here. Explore its halls, chapels, and towers. Visit on a weekday morning to avoid crowds. Corvin feels raw and authentic, a historical relic to explore. It's a symbol of Transylvania's medieval might. From castles, we move to Romania's medieval cities. Few places are more charming than Sibiu. The city is famous for its unique architecture, specifically the houses with windows that look like watchful eyes. It gives the city a personality all its own. Wander through cobblestone squares and hidden passageways. The upper town is where you'll find the grand squares, like Piazza Mare. Find a spot at an outdoor cafe and just people watch. Make your way to the Bridge of Lies. Climb the council tower for a panoramic view of the entire city. The real joy of Sibiu is found in discovering a hidden courtyard filled with flowers. Sighișoara is its perfectly preserved jewel box heart, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that feels frozen in time. The streets are narrow and cobbled. It's the birthplace of Vlad the Impaler, who inspired the Dracula legend. You can visit the very house where he was born. The main attraction is the citadel itself and the collection of 9 towers. The centerpiece is the magnificent clock tower. Another must-see is the Scholar's Staircase. Sighișoara is best explored on foot, a living museum where you can not only see history, but feel it. There's a rhythm to a country that you can only feel at its edges, where the land meets the sea. We've arrived in Constanta, a city that feels ancient and modern all at once. Roman ruins stand sentinel over sunbathers and vibrant beach clubs. The air here is thick with salt and the promise of summer. The beaches north of Constanta, especially in Mamaia, are a true sanctuary for families. You can be lying on a towel, just a stone's throw away from mosaics that are 2,000 years old. You come for the sun, but you stay for the stories whispered by the ancient stones and the gentle lapping of the waves. This is a place to teach your children about history, not from a book, but from the very ground beneath their feet. As the sun begins its slow descent, the energy along the Black Sea coast shifts. The beach clubs in Mamaia begin to come alive, transforming into sophisticated open-air venues. This is where you find Romania's vibrant modern pulse. The wind powers the sails of windsurfers and kite surfers, their colorful kites dancing against the blue sky. The Black Sea coast doesn't ask you to choose, it invites you to experience it all. Leaving the coast, we journey towards the Carpathian Mountains. This range is the country's backbone, a wilderness of breathtaking scale and beauty. To hike here is to answer a primal call. The routes in the Bucegi Mountains are a perfect starting point. A popular choice is the trail leading to the Sphinx and Babel. You can take a cable car part of the way up, which makes the stunning alpine plateau more accessible. The Fagares Mountains offer a more formidable challenge. Hiking here requires preparation and respect for the elements, discovering glacial lakes of an impossible blue. Sturdy hiking boots are non-negotiable. Layering your clothing is key. Always carry more water than you think you'll need, along with high-energy snacks. A good map and a compass are vital. A basic first aid kit, sunscreen, a hat, and sunglasses are also crucial. Hiring a local guide is an invaluable investment. They know the safest routes, the most secluded viewpoints, and the coziest mountain huts for an overnight stay. In return, you receive a richer, safer, and more profound connection to the magnificent Carpathian Mountains. Every great city has a heart, a central artery from which its lifeblood flows. In Bucharest, that heart is the Old Town, or Central Vecii. Stepping into this labyrinth of cobblestone streets is like entering a different era. This is where the city's story began, as the court of Vlad the Impaler, the historical figure who inspired the Dracula myth. But today, it's a place of vibrant, chaotic, and beautiful energy. By day, its streets are a bustling marketplace of cafes, artisan shops, and curious tourists. By night, it transforms into the epicenter of the city's social life, a dazzling blur of neon lights, music, and laughter. As you wander, you're walking through layers of history. You'll pass the elegant, French-inspired architecture of the 19th century, which earned Bucharest the nickname Little Paris, standing right next to buildings that still bear the scars of the 20th century's turmoil. Look for Curtea Veche, the old princely court, where you can see the very foundations of the original medieval settlement. It's a powerful reminder of the city's resilience, its ability to endure, rebuild, and reinvent itself time and time again. Each corner you turn reveals another piece of the puzzle, another chapter in Bucharest's complex and fascinating story. One of the most breathtaking stops in the Old Town isn't a bar or a restaurant, but a bookstore. Cartieresti Carousel is more than just a place to buy books, it's a temple of literature. Housed in a beautifully restored 19th century building, its 6 floors of brilliant white balconies, columns, and spiral staircases create a space that feels almost celestial. It's a haven of tranquility amidst the joyful chaos outside. You can spend hours here browsing the vast collection, sipping tea in the top-floor bistro, and simply soaking in the serene intellectual atmosphere. It's a modern cultural landmark that pays perfect homage to the building's elegant past. This contrast is what makes the Old Town so utterly compelling. You can spend an afternoon contemplating history at the ruins of the Old Court, lose yourself in the quiet beauty of Cartieresti Carousel, and then step back out onto the street into a throng of people celebrating life. It's a place that caters to every mood and every interest. It's a living, breathing organism, constantly changing, yet always rooted in its deep and dramatic history. To understand Bucharest, you must first get lost in the charming, winding streets of its incredible Old Town. When dusk settles over Bucharest, the Old Town truly comes into its own. The historic facades are bathed in a warm glow, and the air fills with an intoxicating mix of aromas and sounds. This is the time to seek out one of the area's most iconic culinary landmarks, Cuisine. This legendary beer hall is more than just a restaurant, it's an institution. Stepping inside is like traveling back in time. The cavernous, neo-Gothic interior with its dark wood paneling, stained glass windows, and vaulted ceilings buzzes with energy. Here, you can feast on hearty traditional Romanian dishes while being entertained by live folk music and dancers. The menu at Cuisine is a celebration of Romanian comfort food. This is where you can try classics like mici, grilled minced meat rolls bursting with garlic and spices, or a hearty ciorba de burtă, a tripe soup that is surprisingly delicious and beloved by locals. And of course, there's the beer, brewed according to a secret historic recipe. It's a loud, joyful, and thoroughly authentic experience. It's not just about eating a meal, it's about participating in a century-old tradition of Romanian hospitality and revelry, a feast for all the senses. After dinner, the night is still young, and the Old Town offers a staggering array of bars to explore. For a truly unique experience, seek out a Han, a traditional inn built around a central courtyard. Hanu Lui Manuk is the oldest operating hotel restaurant in Bucharest, and its sprawling, leafy courtyard provides a beautiful, historic setting for a drink. For something more modern, the streets are lined with countless cocktail bars, pubs, and rooftop lounges offering stunning views of the city. Places like Linnea, closer to the moon, offer inventive drinks with a panorama of the Old Town's rooftops. This is the beauty of a night out in central Vecii. You can curate your own adventure, moving from a historic beer hall to a chic rooftop bar, from a raucous pub to a quiet wine bar tucked away on a side street. The area is compact and entirely pedestrianized, making it easy and safe to explore on foot. You can follow the sound of music that calls to you or simply wander until you find a place that feels right. The Old Town invites you to immerse yourself in its rhythm, to become part of its nightly celebration of food, drink, and human connection. Food is a story passed down through families, a bright thread in the fabric of a culture. To really get this place, you have to taste it. Romanian food is a beautiful mix made from old Dacian roots, Roman influences, and flavors from the Ottomans, Saxons, and Hungarians. It's about the kind of food a grandma would lovingly make. Pots simmering slowly, rich sauces, and the comforting smell of garlic and dill. One of the most famous dishes is sarmale, cabbage leaves filled with ground pork, rice, onions, and herbs, slowly cooked in tomato broth. And we can't forget mamalaga, more than just polenta. It's a key part of the cooking that has fed generations of Romanians. The truest taste is found a little off the main road. Another classic is the miki, or midite, sausages without a casing, seasoned with garlic, pepper, and thyme. Look for farm-stay guest houses. And finally, don't forget the markets, a feast for your senses. This is how you taste the real Romania, straight from the source. Travel can be about grand landmarks, but sometimes the most profound experiences are the quietest. Staying in a countryside guest house or pension in Romania offers a chance to peel back the layers of tourism and touch the warm, beating heart of rural life. Imagine waking up in a room decorated with hand-woven textiles, the patterns telling a local story. You look out your window onto rolling hills and a flock of sheep meandering across a pasture. The hosts are ambassadors of their culture, sharing their traditions, food, and stories. They take immense pride in sharing their traditions, their food, and their stories with you. Regions like Maramureș or the area around Sibiu are particularly rich with these opportunities. One of the most compelling reasons to choose a countryside guest house is, without a doubt, the food. The meals you are served are a direct reflection of the land around you. Many hosts distill their own tuica or palinka, a potent brandy made from plums, apples, or pears. It's in these shared moments that the barriers of language and culture seem to melt away completely. It's an experience that transforms you from a tourist into a true guest of the country. The painted monasteries of Bucovina in northeastern Romania are a place where art and faith intertwine. These aren't just buildings, they're storybooks with exterior walls covered in jewel-toned frescoes. Created in the 15th and 16th centuries, the frescoes served as both an expression of Orthodox faith and a tool for educating the illiterate. Each monastery has its own unique character. Vorone, the Sistine Chapel of the East, is renowned for its unique shade of blue. Seeing these frescoes is an overwhelming experience. The 8 UNESCO World Heritage Sites are spread across the region, best explored by car or guided tour. Time your visit to capture the vibrant colors in the soft morning or late afternoon light. Remember to dress modestly and be respectful, as these are active places of worship. Don't miss the quieter monasteries like Arbor or Susevita, each with its own distinct charm. A journey through Bucovina is a spiritual pilgrimage, a chance to connect with something timeless. In Romania, where the land meets the water, lies the Danube Delta. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most vital wetlands on the planet. To truly understand the delta, you must get on the water. A boat is your key to unlocking the secrets of this labyrinthine paradise. The lifeblood of the delta is the wildlife. This is a birdwatcher's paradise. Seeing a flock of great white pelicans take flight is a spectacle that stays with you. Arranging a tour is simpler than you might think, and it's the best way to experience the Delta responsibly. I always recommend finding a local guide. They know the soul of the river. The culture of the Danube Delta is inseparable from its food. The cuisine here is a direct reflection of the water's bounty. One of the most iconic dishes you must try is saramura de peste, a fish brine soup that is the heart and soul of Delta cooking. Eating it on the porch of a guest house is more than a meal. It's a communion with the place itself. To truly complete the experience, seek out a meal cooked by a local family. This is where you move beyond being a tourist and become a guest. It's in these moments of shared humanity that travel transforms. From the spooky beauty of Transylvanian castles to the life-giving waters of the Danube River, Romania is a country that shows itself bit by bit. It's a place with a long past, amazing nature, and a culture that is strong and friendly. We've traveled through its lively cities, tasted its comforting food, and seen the spirit of its people in their parties and old ways. But this was just a peek, an invite to a much deeper story. The real magic of Romania isn't something you can watch in a video, it's something you have to feel yourself. It's the taste of a homemade meal in a country guest house, the sound of a shepherd's flute in the mountains, the warmth of a stranger's smile. This trip for me has really shown me how food, history, and who we are all connected. Romania tells a story of staying strong and being creative, of how a country has kept its heart through hundreds of years of change. It's a story you can taste in its sour soups, see in the painted walls of its churches, and hear in its old Christmas songs. It's a country that asks you to slow down, to look closer, and to listen with your heart. The best things you find here are not just places on a map, but the connections you make along the way, with the land, with the past, and most important, with the people. Now, the story keeps going with you. I would love to hear about your own trips to Romania. What part of this amazing country did you love the most? What food will you never forget? What memory do you hold dear? Please share your experiences and tips in the comments below. Your story might just give someone else an idea for their trip, and that's how we keep travel exciting, by sharing what we find and connecting with each other all over the world. Let's build a group of curious travelers right here. Thank you so much for coming with me on this trip to Romania. I hope it made you curious and made you want to pack your bags and make your own stories. If you liked this journey, please subscribe and turn on notifications for more travel stories from all over the world. Every trip is a chance to learn, to grow, and to better understand this beautiful, complicated world we all share. Until our next adventure, I wish you safe and happy travels. Călătorie plăcută!